So I've been holding off on this for quite a while. Like today, I've just been moving very slow, procrastinating. Even though it's Sunday, sometimes it's like a bit of a chill day for me. Even though I still put in the work, right? But it's a lot more relaxed than Monday to Saturday. But I wanted to quickly come on here and talk to you guys about the concept of time, and the reason I'm putting myself through this pain to actually record this video is because I think this is a very important concept for you to understand if you actually want to achieve your goals. I'm not really going to speak on being very successful because I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm not where I used to be, but I appreciate God and everything that has gotten me here. But I still have a very long way to go, right? It's very important to understand that. I can't tell you how to make $100,000 a month because I haven't made it yet. Well, I can tell you about how to make $10,000 a month, or maybe $20,000 a month. So, time is one of the most important factors that you need to consider whenever you're building something or when you're trying to grow. You don't get into the gym and build muscle straight away. Like, you put in the efforts day by day, step by step, until you get to the point where you just need to run on maintenance. So for example, me, when I started the gym, I used to go to the gym 6 times a week. 3 months in, I think I started going 5 times a week. Started dropping the volume because I was building muscle steadily. Got to a certain point, I was starting to get very, very busy. I started going to the gym only 4 times, and it got to a point like at the beginning of this year, at the beginning of 2024. You might be watching this video in like 2025 or 2028. But at the beginning of 2024, I dropped the volume down to 3 because I was getting very, very busy. I was trying to build a new business. So it required a lot of time and effort, and also the gym requires time, right? So, but the reason I was able to drop the volume down to 3 and still maintain a very good physique. Hold on, let me show you one sec. So it's not bad at all, like I'm pretty good when it comes to my physique. But someone who's just getting started won't be able to go to the gym 2 times a week and build muscle. Like, I already have the muscle mass, I have the base foundation built up. That's why I can choose to go 2 times a week or 3 times a week. Right now, I'm actually going like 2 times a week for the most part. I don't want to drop it to 1. I think I should actually increase that back to 3 times. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that you need to get things going first, and then with time, everything is going to reveal itself. Time is the ultimate revealer of things, and the reason why a lot of people make mistakes in life is that they are not able to manufacture the concept of time, of spending time. So let's say you're in a forest. You can only see like a few inches from where you are. You can only see a few inches around you. You can't really see very far. You can't see very far, and that's because you've not walked the paths and you can see like a broad view of the forest. But if you were to walk around or maybe get to the peak of the mountain, let's say there's a mountain around the forest. If you were to get to the peak of the mountain, you're going to get an aerial view, and you'll be able to see how everything connects to each other and how you can basically traverse and get to where you're going. That is the concept of time, and I'm going to explain how. So you know how you meet someone and you think this person is like this person is so nice, it seems unreal, but then with time things get to unfold and you figure out like this person is actually not who they pretended to be when you first met them, right? And that's because time reveals all. Acting is very, very hard. If you have to constantly be acting, you're going to eventually burn out someday, right? It's very difficult to keep acting, to keep up a face. And that's why being authentic is the best way to do things. If I'm holding this mic and it's like this mic right now is hurting me a bit, and if I'm holding it and pretend like it's okay, like you're watching the video, you're going to notice that okay, this is getting maybe a little bit stressful, right? So you can actually manufacture the effect of time by looking at situations, trying to understand, if I take this action, what are the consequences of this action? Look at if it's a problem, look at the deeper causes of this problem. Don't just look at the surface. Just look at the deeper causes of these problems. Now, granted, you can manufacture the concept of time totally. It's time is still going to be all, like any strategy you want to use. But this is going to help you manufacture time and give you an inner perspective on what you should actually do and what you should not do. Right? So it's very important to develop an analytical mind and be able to think in the moment, dissect an issue, a problem, find out the deeper causes of this problem, find out what's going to happen if you take a certain action. If you do Y, what's going to happen? If you do X, what's going to happen? And that way you can be able to figure out and say, okay, if I trust this person now, what if this person is not the same person 2 months down the line? What am I going to do? Right? When you figure these things out from actually taking a step back from the situation and thinking, you can be able to analyze and get to where you're going properly. Right? Me personally, I've always been the type of person that I always think long term. I never think short term, 6 months, a year. My friends might be talking and they'll be like, okay, I want to get this done in 6 months or a year. I personally don't care about how long it takes me to reach a goal, as long as I'm getting my inputs up every single day. Right? That's the most important thing. And sorry, my neck is starting to help me a bit. I just want this to be a chill video, by the way. I enjoy this kind of videos, and I just want to make something that is like comfortable for me. I don't want to be, in as much as the algorithm is very important, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm, right? So it's very important to understand that concept of time, and that things take time. Timing is guaranteed, but results are not. You can see someone get to, let's say, $100,000 in 12 months. And you think you can also get to $100,000 in 12 months. I set a goal that I was going to get to $17,000 a month in the next 6 months. And I didn't hit that goal. But you know what? I got very, very close to that. I got very, very close to that goal in those 6 months as well. So it's very important to understand that timing is guaranteed, but results are not. The only thing that is guaranteed is your timing. And if you can put in the actions, the daily inputs, you're definitely going to get to your goals. So you need to give things time, and you need to give something at least 6 to 12 months before you call it quits and say, okay, this thing is not working, because there's no way you're going to put in a good amount of effort that's actually moving the needle every day for 6 to 12 months and you don't see results. It's impossible, right? You're going to see something that's going to keep you moving, right? Even if it's small, doesn't matter the size, you're going to see something that's going to keep you moving. So that's why it's extremely important to always understand that time is the first factor you need to consider when you're doing anything. Don't rush anything. Don't try to get there too quick. You can get there too quick and you get a lot of things wrong. But with time reveals all. Time reveals all, like every single component that is going to help you do something better. So time reveals all. That's the main message. Now, talking about, placing yourself in uncomfortable situations. You need to understand that, people like to talk about the comfort zone. Right now, I'm not in my comfort zone. I've been trying to get very, very consistent with recording videos, but I have a lot of resistance to recording videos. And that's because, I have to set up a camera, I have to set up the lights, I have to start recording, I have to do all this stuff. So there's a resistance that comes with it. And the only way I could beat this resistance is by, rewiring my brain and doing this thing, placing myself in that uncomfortable situation, even though I feel uncomfortable in it. Like, that's the way, by accepting the uncomfortable and putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations. That's how you get comfortable, right? So it's something I'm actually working on, and everyone experiences this in some way, in some fashion, right? So, for example, sales calls. I was shit at sales calls like 6 months ago. I had no experience about sales calls, and I knew nothing about sales calls, right? But I kept on taking the sales calls, got a mentor who was going to dissect every single part of my sales calls, told me this is where you did it wrong, this is where you did it right, this is what you need to do on the next sales call, this is what you need to start doing for your fulfillment. And now, sales calls that used to be uncomfortable for me started becoming very comfortable. And as a result, I'm going to be scaling my agency to 30 to 50 grand over the next few months, I'm certain, right? Definitely certain about that. I don't like to reveal too much about that, but I'm definitely going to update you guys. So it's very, very important to, put yourself in uncomfortable situations. And the reason is because that's how you actually grow. You can't grow if you're the same person. You can't grow. And the only reason why you're not the person that you want to be is because you are not that person, right? You need to actually morph yourself into that person. And that's why change is so important, and change is so hard, because most people, like we humans, our brain doesn't like change. Whenever we see something is about to change, let's say when they add a new feature to Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, everyone is panicking. For example, the time Elon introduced $8 for the blue check, like everyone was panicking, right? But the thing is, change is always going to be there, and that's why Elon is so successful, because he understands that even if people panic right now, they're still going to be okay. Like, everyone is now playing for the blue check. No one gives a fuck. But like 15, 16 months ago, everyone was panicking about it. So it's extremely important for you to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations, because this is what is going to help you grow. You are not a person that can make, I am not a person that can make 200 grand a month. If I was a person that could make 200 grand a month, well, guess what? I'll be making 200 grand a month right now, but I'm not that person. So I have to morph myself into someone who can do that. It's just like peeling out your skin and trying to become someone new, someone fresh. And that's why it's so hard. Just visualize how when you're trying to pull your skin from your body, how painful does that feel? It feels very, very painful. And that's how change feels, because you need to become a new person. I don't know if you've watched these films where someone is trying to transform into something else. It looks excruciating, right? Someone is trying to turn into a vampire, like a zombie or something. It looks very excruciating. That's how you need to visualize change. But it is very important for you to become a new person, and for you to, step up your game and make more money. Really, it's extremely important. But the reason why most people don't grow is because they don't change. They want to be the same person year after year. You need to change. You need to change, my friend. And if you're watching this video up to this point, you definitely understand. Like, think about it. Last year when I was running my formal web development business, if I was to calculate how many months I would save, how many months I would have to save money for me to be able to travel to another country, that would be like at least 24 months of constant saving before, or let's say 12 months. 24 months might be a stretch, let's say 12 months, right? But right now, things have changed drastically, and that's because I changed who I was. I'm not the person I used to be. I am a new person now, and that's because I put myself in uncomfortable situations. Posting content was very, very uncomfortable for me. Right now, you can see the way I'm speaking very, very eloquently, even though I know I need to improve. But the reason why I'm speaking like this, and the reason why you're listening to me, is because I've taken the time out to read, improve my vocabulary, read out loud. That's a phenomenal practice, something that you could do. Watch podcasts, watch people speaking, very good. I'm a person that I like to watch a lot of entertainment as well. Not like a lot, but I like to, watch kind of passive entertainment. So people, talking about funny stuff. Especially in the hip hop community, I find a lot of it funny. But I also listen to podcasts. I listen to people who speak properly. Joe Rogan, PBD, Luke Belma, all these guys speak exceptionally well. And when you're listening to them, and I also have a mentor who speaks incredibly well as well. So when you're listening to all these people, it kind of flows into you. Like, you get to adapt some of the ways that they speak. You get to adopt it. Sorry. So it's very important. I don't know how long this video is. I think this is and this is fucking crazy, guys. Anytime I say I'm going to make a video like 5 minutes, it ends up turning into like a 20 something minute video. But like, you guys I need to get a grip, seriously. So and I hope y'all like my hoodie, by the way. So this is just my way of, trying to share some insight with you on what I'm doing and the way I like to think about things. It's very important for you to give yourself grace, give yourself time. Things take time. Good things take time. You might think some people around you right now are doing better than you, whatever. But the fact is, if you're improving yourself every day, you're reading every day, you're doing the things that you're supposed to do every day, and they're not, it's only a matter of years before you absolutely lap them. That's how it works. The first 5 years, might look like there's not a big difference there. But when you look at it from an extended view, when you expand that graph, for example, let's say two people investing $1,000 at 1%, and the other person is investing at 12%, right? The first 5 years, it looks like nothing is happening. But when you expand that time frame over like a 20-year time horizon, it looks exponential. Like the 12% is not even going to be close to the 1%, right? And this is why the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. So always keep the concept of time and compounding. This is something that I've had to learn, and this is something that I want to teach you. I don't want to come in here and make videos that I don't care about. I want to talk about funnels. I want to talk about marketing. I want to talk about personal improvement, self-improvement, how to make money. And hopefully I can teach you how to make 100 grand very, very soon. Hopefully by next year. So, I just want you to know that I'm rooting for you, and don't give excuses. Don't try to self-pity. Don't do any form of self-pity. That's the worst form of thing you can do. Don't make excuses. Go and do what you're supposed to do. Find a way to get food 3 times a day. If you can get food 3 times a day and you have a data subscription, you can access the internet, you have no excuse. Absolutely no excuse. You can go build a brand. Go start posting on Twitter. Go start posting on YouTube. All these platforms are free. You don't need to pay any money to post. All you have to do is sit down, record content like I am right now, or go write content and publish it so that people can see your face. So you can always, if you're always optimizing for, becoming an authority, becoming the guy to go to, you're always going to make money. Deals are going to happen and things are going to fall in place for you. So, boy, it all comes with the work. 3 months into this, I didn't know I'll be, booking a flight to Cape Town, booking an expensive Airbnb, a luxury Airbnb in Cape Town. But right now I am. Right? This watch it's not like a very expensive, super expensive watch, but also this is something I normally couldn't afford. Like I could afford it, but I couldn't afford to spend it at the time. Let's say by last year, right? But I have it now, and I'm pretty sure it looks nice, So let me know if you want me to get a Rolex or AP, and yeah. But I absolutely love this watch. The watch looks absolutely stunning, and yeah, I'm going to give you guys updates as well. I'm going to use this medium to keep myself accountable. I'm going to film everything I do in South Africa, and I'm going to give you guys updates. I think Cape Town is like one of the most beautiful cities, if not the most beautiful city in the world. So it's going to be a good time. And hopefully we get to visit other places, other countries before the end of the year as well. So this is going into 17 minutes right now, and I hope this was impactful for you. I just want to deliver value and just impact people and help you do stuff. Always pick the right people to listen to. Don't be the fucking idiot who's complaining about motivational speakers. If you complain about someone, don't listen to them, right? Just get the fuck off, close whatever you're watching about them, and just go watch someone who's going to impact your life, like me, right? So if I'm impacting your life, come back and watch me. So yeah, that's really what I'll say. I don't want to make this too drawn out, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And if you want to build a funnel or landing page for your business, click the link below and schedule a call with my team, and we're going to see how we can help you. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, or you have suggestions or ideas for videos that you want to see, let me know in the comment section. And I'm also going to be reading. Let me know what you got from this video. Comment below what you got from this video. If you don't have anything you got from this video, comment below. Be the person who does what others do not want to do. That's what I want to be your mantra, right? Be the person who does what others do not want to do. So with that being said, my name is Brilliance, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.